All right, what's going on, you guys? Brian back here with my last recap video. I'm going to be recapping what just went down at Game Changer Wrestling's Boss of All Bosses 2025. The show just ended on Triller TV, and let's just get into what went down. I'm just going to really quickly just go through all the matches that took place and give my thoughts on each match, who won, who lost. So in the opening contest, we had a six-way scramble that saw Gringo Loco defeat Bobby Flaco, Cappuccino Jones, Tormenta, Jack Cartwheel, and Kevin Ash, I believe it's, or Calvin Ash, to start off the show. Gringo Loco picking up the win in that one. Joey Janela, Bad Boy Joey Janela, survived an onslaught from Man Like Darice and a kid that accompanied Darice to ringside that actually got involved in this match. And I was like, wow, this kid's pretty tough. But Joey Janela, as I mentioned, survived that. Then we saw Shotzi Blackheart defeat Matt Cardona in a match that I really was. It was not that good. Mance Warner, who has teamed up with Cardona in the past in GCW, he would come out to help out Cardona, but Shotzi, proving she's got heart and passion, she wasn't going to be stopped till she defeated Matt Cardona, and that's exactly what happened. As Shotzi Blackheart walked out with the victory tonight, with the victory at Boss of All Bosses. Afterwards, we would see Mance Warner and Cardona double team Shotzi. This brought out Ricky Morton, one half of the Rock and Roll Express. He came out to make the save. Shotzi would chase Cardona to the back. We thought we were going to get a one-on-one match with Ricky Morton versus Mance Warner, but then Kerry Morton, Ricky Morton's son, he would come out going after Ricky. Here comes the one called Manders out to the ring. It would turn into a tag team match that saw Ricky Morton and the one called Manders picking up the win over Kerry Morton and Mance Warner. In one of the most barbaric, brutal, vicious matches in GCW history, in the I Quit match between KJ Orso and Sam Stackhouse. This was one of the bloodiest matches that I had in GCW. Both guys, I mean, they were gonna tear each other apart. They busted each other open. Sam Stackhouse was bleeding profusely. Near the end of the match, KJ Orso used like duct tape to tape Stackhouse's arms to the ropes, and just was beating on him with chairs, was even threatening to, Sam Stackhouse was bleeding profusely. The blood was gushing out. He was not going to say I quit, but then here comes Stackhouse's wife to the ring. She was going to throw in the towel, but then Orso grabbed her and threw her to the ground, was threatening to hit her with a chair, but then all of a sudden, Stackhouse, that being that it was his wife, had to say the words I quit, and KJ Orso walking out with the victory tonight. However, it didn't stop there. Stackhouse's wife was crawling to him, and Orso hit a stomp on her, and that was pretty much it for that. But like I said, it was a brutal, vicious, barbaric match. If you guys have not seen it, I would recommend checking it out and judging for yourself. But KJ Orso made Sam Stackhouse say the words, "I quit." Then moving on, Jordan Oliver and Alec Price, they successfully retained their GCW Tag Team Championships against Dante Leon and Ninja Mac in a very competitive tag team match that could have gone either way. Elena Black, the former Cora Jade in the WWE, she was victorious at Boss of All Bosses over Priscilla Kelly, the former Gigi Dolan. Matt Tremont, this guy, I swear to God, this guy is tough. He made a successful title defense of the GCW Ultraviolent Championship, defeating John Wayne Murdoch in another bloody battle between these two. And I mean, this guy, Matt Tremont, the bulldozer, Matt Tremont, he is really tough. I got mad respect for that guy. I mean, he bleeds almost every match that he's in. He bleeds, and he still comes out on top no matter what. He's just like, you know what? Screw the blood, screw it. I ain't going down like this. You're gonna have to kill me to take this title. So, but like I said, Matt Tremont still the GCW Ultraviolent Champion. And then in the main event, it was Atticus Cogar challenging Effy for the GCW World Title. That saw interference from Otis Cogar and Christian Mayfair to help out Atticus. Then that brought down one called Manders to try to even the odds. Then, of course, the man himself, Matt Tremont, would come out to take out, and he took out Otis Cogar with a Death Valley driver off the ring apron through doors on the arena floor. Then it came down to one-on-one. Effy and Atticus, Effy was bleeding because Atticus had taken the skewers and drove him into the head of Effy. But Effy did not give up, would not be denied. He was not going to let that title slip away from him. And Effy is still the GCW World Champion with an assistance from another enemy of Atticus Cogar's, Bad Boy Joey Janela, who came out. Atticus was going to use some mace on Effy, but Janela came out, grabbed the mace from Atticus, sprayed it in his eyes, and then Effy was able to hit what they call the Zack Ryder on Atticus for the 1-2-3. So Effy is still your GCW World Champion. However, on the horizon for Effy is a man that defeated him, I believe, last weekend, and that being one Charles Mason, who had his hands full tonight who had his hands full at House of Glory, Texas, that ended in a match in a no contest against Zilla Fatu. So, Charles Mason is looking for Effy and wanting a crack at the GCW World Championship. We'll have to wait and see when that exactly happens. But that pretty much wraps up this video. Overall, another good another good, solid GCW show. Or I should say another solid show for Game Changer Wrestling. The match, for me, the match of the night was that I Quit match between Sam Stackhouse and KJ Orso. But overall, a solid show to wrap up this video. So, if you guys watched GCW's Boss of All Bosses on Triller TV, let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments below. Our attention now turns to NXT's Great American Bash, All in Texas for AEW, Saturday night's main event, plus other wrestling events that are happening. It is currently 12:39 a.m. on Saturday morning. So now our attention turns to those events happening today. So with that in mind, this has been my GCW Boss of All Bosses recap. As always, I am Brian, and I will see you next time. See ya.